Man, I remember back in the day, streaming used to be so difficult to do, especially because of the really slow internet speeds. Now it's just so fucking easy. You gotta love technology. Gotta love it. How's that background music sounding? Give me a second. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. That's a big delay. All right, I think that's okay. Okay, so. Oh wait, hang on. 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So, welcome to Pip to Profit. I just want to preface this by saying that I do not own Pip to Profit. I'm just helping out a friend. His name is Tega. He started Pip to Profit. I'm just kind of helping him out because I just want to stream, but I want to trade. We're not financial advisors or any shit like that. So FBI, naughty naughty. We're not financial traders. What else we got? Additionally, yeah, that's pretty much it. Really, that's all I wanted to say. My name is David Uzumaki. In case you're wondering, our Instagrams are in the description. My username is Uzumaki. Yeah, I know that's pretty clean. That's a pretty clean username. My friend that I was talking about, Tega, Techers underscore T. This is him here. He's a pretty lean guy. Cool. Pip to Profit. This is his shit. This is his shit. Pip to Profit. All these trades on Instagram are all of his. When you see me on YouTube, that's when you know I'm making the trades on YouTube. He's gonna join in next week. This is just a test stream. Of course, no one is gonna watch it now because we have literally 0 subscribers. It's more in case this gets big in the future and then people start going back to the old streams to check shit out. So I'm just prefacing all this and introducing all this shit. Anyway, this is just a test stream. I just want to test things up. Hopefully the music is not too loud. Hang on. Yeah, it's good. I guess the music is not too loud. Let me just turn it down a tiny bit. But yeah, and hopefully the fucking music ain't gonna give me a copyright strike too. Fucking, I know how YouTube is with that shit, but cool. So it's pretty much all I'm doing today is just doing some quick GBPJPY analysis, pretty much. So yeah, I mean that's all I'm doing. Just we don't tell the top-down analysis. There we go. Check out the daily's doing. Check what the weekly's doing first of all. Weekly. The way it closed this week, possibly could shoot down. And if it shoots down, we're going to at least around here. We're going to at least around here ish. If it breaks this weekly candle and closes below it in the next week after that. So, and that's a nice 230 pip trade. I'm sure a swing trader might be looking at that. I'm sure, but I'm not a swing trader. Tega is kind of, He's more like a swingish, intradayish, but like more swingy type guy. I don't know if there's a name for that thing. I also want to say, listen, I'm not a pro trader or anything like that. Neither am I even a significant retail trader. I haven't been doing this shit that long, but I did pick up a few little tricks here and there that I think is pretty good too. That I'm confident enough to like kind of just fuck around with real money, live account. That's pretty much it. You know, that's really it. Anyway, so on the daily, we're looking at a hella bearish candle. This shit broke all these other previous daily candles. And the way it looks like, honestly, the next stop is here, to be honest. But it depends, because we're kind of in a messy situation anyway. So it could just reject and go back up. But looking at it, we could probably close here. And if it closes below these candles, then it's the same thing I said with the weekly. We're going down, 100 and something pips. But, I mean, if it closes on the daily, of course, the first target would be here, where the first piece of trouble can happen. A little wick fill on shit. That's still 200 pips, though, which I think was actually the weekly. Yeah, I was around the same place I was saying on the weekly. See, look at this nice 200 pip distance if it closes below these candles here, which is, I might even swing that, to be honest. Who knows? I might even swing a trade like that. I don't think I've ever held a trade for more than a few days, but is what it is. On the 4 hour, let's see. So yeah, we're probably gonna go back down to there, but if we're not, then that's cool too. It's kind of late here. It's 10:40 p.m. 22:40 GMT time. I live in the UK, by the way, so of course I will be training a London session next week. I think Tega will be here, but yeah. So just look at the 4 hours, see what the 4 hours doing. We're in a situation here where there's this previous support level on the 4 hour. It's possible it could reject. It's possible we could. Sorry, I'm fucking tired. It's possible that we could reject this level and shoot back up. And if we're shooting back up, then the take profit is going to be here where this the previous 4 hours was. Because this could come back to test out as resistance. Because on Thursday, Friday, I was watching this shit. It retraced up a bit because there was some pound news that was positive. But then it just said, fuck that shit, and shot straight down. I just don't think, Friday just was like, fuck it, who gives a shit about the news? I think that's what Friday was saying last week. It's the 22nd. I think that was the... Oh my god, I think that was what date was that? That was the that was only yesterday. Fuck. Bro, I lost track of time. I live alone, so like there's no one to tell me like or make me do anything, so sometimes I lose track of time. In case you're wondering, I work as a DevOps engineer in a pretty big, let's say multinational level type company. If you don't know what a DevOps engineer is, it's basically like you're a software engineer, but you deal with like entire platforms instead of individual applications. That's pretty much the easy way to surmise it. But anyway, like I said, if so tired. But if this is support here, if this treats this as support again, and we're shooting back up, then the target, we have a nice 36 pip going straight up, and we'll be looking at the 1 hour. But really, I'd be looking at 30-minute. So let's say we treat this as support, right? It would have to break. Well, it depends on the next candle's form. I won't take trades till probably 11 a.m. on Monday. The stream won't be going on by then because obviously I got work starting 10:30, so stream can only go from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on a weekday. But I won't be streaming on the weekend. This is just a little pre-announced test stream thing. But like I said, this treats it as support, and let's just say that, candles aren't really doing their thing, blah blah blah, and this just kind of shoots up. I would probably take a buy around here, but actually, probably wouldn't because you're gonna have a terrible risk to reward ratio. Our candle will have to be here, and your target would be here. Nah, it's pretty shit. We kind of just have to see how candles play out over here. Let's say like a candle kind of does a thing over here, and you know it's kind of just wicking here on a 30-minute. Then ideally we want to trade where the candles are around this kind of area, and we take a buy after it breaks another set of bearish candles going bullish. Eventually I target up here to this, what was that, my 4-hour? Yeah, it's about my 4-hour level that I set. 32 pips, something like that, with a 11 pip stop loss. That's ideally what we're looking for. And on a Monday, that's probably the only type of trade I'd take. However, if it closes below, if I see around the time I'm hitting up the charts, it closes below these levels, then we got a 24 pip drop down. Let me just confirm that again. If we look at the daily, was it? Yeah, if we look at the daily and look at the close of these candles, I guess you could say close of this-ish. It's possible, and especially that how it left the wick last week, we could fill it again. So, yeah, I mean, it's very possible we could go down here, and it could be a risky trade because obviously there's no fucking space for it to then treat this as resistance. And with this pair, GBPJPY, man, that shit's a tongue twister. With this type of pair, there's always a situation of that shit just breaks out, man. That shit doesn't even want to retest. So yeah, I mean, pretty much, you know how you do it, IRA streets, you know how you do IRA streets. Cool. Hopefully the music's not too loud because I'm not playing it back in my. Oh, you're probably wondering I'm here. I've got AirPods on. I'm not playing it back in my AirPods, so I don't even fucking know. Yeah, cool. So yeah, if it breaks down these 30-minute levels, yeah, we could very well shoot down for a 19 pip target, get a short position here. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. So we could do something like this. Yeah, we could definitely do something like this. Let's say we get some resistance, I mean, some support, and then allow me to place my candles, my stop loss around there. Target, and let's say, you know, there's some candles going on here, blah blah blah, and just target down here. That'll also be a decent trade. That will also be a decent trade, but it all depends how it plays out. My bias right now going into Monday in about a day, 2 days, 23rd, 24th of August, is bearish because, well, I mean, like I said, look at the weekly. The weekly closed hella bearish, but we don't ever know. This could be a range on the weekly. This could be a start of a range on the weekly. Who knows? On the daily, we can see we're in. Well, you thought this would have been treated as support, and it was for a few days until they said fuck that shit and went back down, which is why I'm thinking this weekly is going to shoot down here and close here. And if it does that, then we're flying down. We're flying straight down. Who knows? Or it could be a fake out on the weekly. Who knows? Anyway, so assuming though this event happens, that where it goes back up and breaks the 4-hour level before I even get a chance to even look at the charts on Monday, and we are around this level, if I see it breaking here, then realistically, probably if you look at the 1 hour, I'll probably take a trade. Something like this, you know, a little 10 pip stop, something like that, and then target probably the next 30-minute. Yeah, I mean, probably target up to around here, but I don't want to get greedy, so I'll be taking partial along the way, but probably do something like that. GJ just does not like to retest from what I see, and when it does retest, you probably would have already missed a huge move. Like, watch this, right? Watch this. If you go here and look at the what was this? A few days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday, 21st. Yeah. If you go ahead and look at yesterday, first of all, look at this shit, right? Wait, what? It's Saturday. Damn, bro. Time's been moving slow today. But if you go and look at this, right, you probably said, oh, look at this nice little support level. Then you wait for the retest. What fucking retest? GJ said, fuck that shit. GJ was not having it. Look at this shit. GJ just said, fuck this. I went down 124 pips. That's where I closed the week, but ultimately went down 142 pips. Yeah, fuck that shit. If it breaks these 1 hour levels, which, yeah, if it breaks these 1 hour levels, I'm buying straight into that shit. And I'm targeting all the way back up here, right? So, don't play me there. Don't play me there. You know, nice little one-to-one. Nice little one-to-one situation. You know, it gets to one-to-one. You got your little 10 pip stop. You got your little 10 pip stop targeting these levels around here. I know that's 80 pips, and I know I said I'm not a swing trader, but you don't understand how GJ moves, man. It can move 80 pips in a day. It can move 80 pips in a day. Trust me, and it doesn't give a fuck about retesting most of the time. So ideally the trade will look like this, and around 1-to-1. How I like to just do it is, you know, I just kind of use shift click, go to 10 pips. I like to set a little alarm, you know, I right click, set an alert. I'll take about 50-60% of the trade here, and then I just let the rest run. And I might add extra positions as it's running up, but you know, trade's a trade, anything can happen. Yes, that's kind of my analysis on the situation. I don't really look, that's about all the data I'm looking for. However, if I'm looking more into the future with shit, if I clear all these draws, if I'm looking more into the future, let's say it broke these levels and closed above, then we got some clean shooting up to 141.2. So that is 135 pips. So that's also looking decent, but that's kind of my analysis on the week. I like to end the days with the draws cleaned off the chart. I don't want to go into the next day or the next week with old draws thinking that my analysis from the previous day is the same, because sometimes I end up missing levels like that and I'm making the wrong trades. But like I said, I'm just learning. This is my journey, and this is also Taker's journey. And we'll get some guests on, we'll get some whatever. But yeah, I guess this is a good little test stream, just some pre-analysis and all that shit. Yeah. Well, so yeah, talk to you later.